Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you again today for being with me as I do a presentation on Heinz buying Kraft Food, which is a merger, and we're going to discuss how did the deal work out. But first, I'd like you to introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Cheryl, WOP, Angela's coworker.
Hello, I'm Diane Williams, her coworker.
I'm Amanda White, her co-worker.
Jeremy Robinson, co-worker.
And behind the camera, you have Christopher Rogers. Thank you, Chris, for being my cameraman again today. Okay, this is just an overview of the merger taking place between Heinz and Kraft. Back in 2013, a rumor transpired with the merger of these two companies, but nothing took place until 2015, March exactly. Investment firm 3G and Berkshire Hathaway, which is owned by Warren Buffett, they joined forces to coordinate the merger between Heinz and Kraft Foods. July the 15th, the merger was complete and they started trading on the stock market, actually July the 6th, 2015. The newly merged company is now known as Heinz-Kraft Company and was considered the 5th largest global food company and the 3rd largest U.S. food company. The merger gave Heinz-Kraft shareholders 51% and gave Kraft shareholders 49% stake in the company. When you have mergers, there's also a reason behind a merger or an acquisition. The reason for this merger, Kraft struggled as food consumption has changed between parents with their children, and the inability for them to be able to go from processed to packaged food was difficult. And by joining with Heinz, Kraft was able to lose one of their biggest competitors, which gave them an advantage over additional food chains in the market. Heinz is considered to be what you call a small business. And when you have a small business, you actually have better relations with your customers, which means you have more time to spend with those people that you're trying to gain to trust you with your products. They have more flexibility, and they also had a lean structure, which was fewer managers, fewer problems, smaller work groups, so it was easy for them to be able to become one of the largest producing food companies, even though they were considered a small company. Kraft was considered a large business. It gave them a greater exposure with their brand name because, you know, we all go into the stores, your eyes focus on Kraft due to the name. And they had a greater human resource, which they dominated the sector with that, having a much larger workforce, which allowed for greater production rates and competitive amongst the employees to perform. And they were able to offer more money and they had more skilled workers due to the size of the company. International growth. When you think of international growth, you look at countries and continents where you can go and sell your foods and to become more known. But Kraft, being a large company, they did not do so well as an international company. They only had 2% of sales, which Heinz dominated in international growth because they had growth of 61% due to, like I said, Kraft being a larger company. But the smaller company, Heinz, was able to have more of a relationship with international forces to bring their company to be more competitive in that realm. Whenever you have a merger, you know there's going to be some turmoil and some problems to achieve the success to go on without a hitch. And CEO Tony Vernon, he stepped down in December, also with the chairman John Shahill taking over his job. You can't, when you have two companies, you can't have two CEOs, two CFOs, you can't have two upper management, so someone has to go and someone probably will feel some type of way. So he just parted ways at that time. And Kraft also had trouble with the 6.5 million boxes of macaroni and cheese, which was on recall. So that also started a bit of a turmoil between the companies. How did the deal work out is what we're down to now. The deal did not start off as successful as they wanted to, but with both of the companies becoming one, they have a better chance of now being more competitive. Kraft has a chance to up its brand internationally, and Heinz stakeholders have a better chance now of being main controller of both companies. And the stock, the recall and the loss over the years would also have Kraft redeem themselves with them being with such a good brand as Heinz. Okay. Heinz-Kraft merger. The proposed merger creates substantial value for Kraft shareholders. The special cash dividend payment represents 27% of Kraft closing price as of March 24th, 2015. Also, by continuing to own shares of the new company combined, Kraft shareholders will have an opportunity to participate in new company's long-term values and create potential growth. And like I said, with them becoming one with Heinz, this is just going to give them a chance to redeem themselves and to keep increasing their stock on the NASDAQ. And again, I'd like to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for participating with me today, and have a nice day.